12th.
I think it's 12. Okay. This is an organizational meeting for this next year. And the first thing we do, of course, is always begin by election of officers. And it'll be conducted, reading from my cheat sheet here as the first order of business today.
Do we do that? Do we do
Yeah, we
Pledge of
gotta-
Allegiance and all that?
We got a couple things to,
Go through the agenda.
agenda, minutes.
See, I didn't print out the agenda.
There you go.
Look at that. Got this.
Okay. In that case, back to this.
Good thing we're not very,
It is now.
Over
we're
here.
good. Nobody knows. The only ones that know are us.
Long, right?
Moving right along, stand up, you do the pledge.
All right.
Pledge allegiance
Do the flag.
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, now we'll get back to really doing our meeting. Nancy, would you please do the roll call?
Dennis Johnson,
Here.
Dwayne Jones,
Here.
Linda Seiler, Shelley Mamberto,
here.
Glenn Zaring,
Here.
John Veach.
We do have a quorum, so we will proceed. Let's have approval of the agenda. I would entertain either a motion to approve it, or if we do have additions, I'd entertain that too.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
And I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any comments before we do that? All right. Nancy, can we do this just by general acclamation or?
Yes, you
All
can
right.
just do it like that.
All right, so we'll do a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Turn your mic off. Yeah. Okay, the agenda is approved. Approval of the minutes. And I do not have those in front of me. I did read them, I believe. Yes.
You do not have to do anything with them, they've been approved.
Approved by
Them via email, so.
Yep, yep. All right, public hearing. We have none on the calendar for this evening. Is there anybody from the audience who would like to make a presentation? Yep. Seeing none, let us move on to the business session. Action on pending cases, thank goodness, none. Old business, unless any members of the board have anything for old business. Okay, we have none there as well. Other business of the appeals board. I don't believe we have anything else, do we, Zach?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, which leads us to the election of officers.
Where you were before.
Got a program on TV you want to go
Back
watch?
back to where you were.
Okay, I'm going to read this by law review, the bylaw review. According to the bylaws, the City of Manistee Zoning Board of Appeals should annually review. Well, wait, that's after we.
That's
do the
afterwards.
election.
No, yep. You can,
My notes are getting confused.
you can turn it on over to me. If you want.
I don't know, you going to say anything?
I got a few things here.
In that case, sticking with the agenda, let us have our election of officers.
Just, you can turn it over to me, so I would ask for any nominations for chair of the ZBA.
Nominate Glenn Zaring as chair.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Glenn, do you accept?
Yes, thank you.
I believe we take a vote when you're ready.
Yes. Yes, I will ask you for your name, and then you tell me who you vote for, okay? That's how that goes. Do I ask Dennis, is he able to? I'll ask you anyway. We'll just
I would do him last.
Okay.
There you go.
Dwayne Jones,
Dwayne Jones votes for Glenn Zaring.
Glenn Zaring,
And Glenn Zaring, I think I'll vote for Glenn Zaring.
okay?
Thank you.
Shelley Mamberto,
Shelley Mamberto also votes for Glenn Zaring.
and Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson also votes for Glenn Zaring.
We'll turn the meeting back over to you, Mr. Chair.
All right. In the words of a past president, thank you very much. Yeah. All right, folks. Okay, seriously, now let's go for a vice chair. Do we have any nominations for vice chair?
Nominate Dwayne Jones.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
No.
Ask for any other
A
nominations.
preemptive strike.
Right, yep. I'm full of those.
He just needs to ask for any other nominations.
Are there any other nominations for vice chair? Hearing none. Okay,
I would
just congratulate
do
him.
you accept?
I do.
You do?
There we go.
You better. Okay. Let's see, we don't have any other relevant positions, I don't believe, do we, Zach?
We should vote on
I
that.
got to vote on this one.
Dwayne, and vote on
Ready?
secretary.
Oh, okay.
Shelley,
Yes, dear.
do you vote for Dwayne?
I do.
Okay. Glenn,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dwayne,
And if elected, I will not serve. Yes, I will.
Dennis.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, I'm not going to survive.
If nominated, I will not run.
No, they did not vote for secretary last time, so it's not, they don't need it, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Recording secretary too.
Yep.
Just an appointment.
Recording secretary?
Just an appointment.
Do I hear any
I gotta-
nominations for recording?
I got a really good appointment over here.
Nancy. I nominate Nancy.
Nancy is nominated. Do I
Oh, that's
hear
a great
anybody
idea.
else who'd like to take all the copious notes and figure out what we said? Hearing none, Nancy, will you accept the position?
I don't think I have a choice.
True, but I'm being polite. Okay.
Yes.
I'll bring you cupcakes.
Ooh, gotta run some more.
Got it now.
All right.
Okay. Shh. Okay. Do you want a roll call vote on that, or did you just, are we good?
I believe it's an
And Ms.
appointment.
I think it's just an appointment, so it's not a,
By acclamation for Nancy for our recording secretary.
Yeah.
A really big thank you. Okay.
all right.
Let's see, I don't think we have any other nominations or openings, so we can move on now to the bylaw review section. And according to my script, according to the bylaws, City and Manistee Zoning Board of Appeals shall annually review their bylaws at the organizational meeting held each year. At this time, the Zoning Board of Appeals can take action to amend their bylaws if necessary. Zach, do we have any comments or changes?
I didn't have any. I don't know if you guys saw anything that you like tweet.
I don't think so.
I don't see any. Okay, so, hearing none,
Just vote to accept them. Just cover yourself.
vote of acclamation to accept the bylaws as currently stated. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, they are accepted as written. Thank you. Okay, next, public comments and communications. We have no public here. Are there any communications for us, Zach?
None.
Marty didn't have anything for us?
Didn't have anything from anyone.
Cool. Okay, now, board members. Kelly, anything else you'd like to bring up before this August committee?
I have nothing this evening. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Your turn, will go. Dennis, how about you?
Nothing.
Dwayne?
Nada.
Okay. On my part, just a quick thing here. I did meet before the Planning Commission. I think most of you knew that. And just updated them a little bit what we had been talking about in terms of improving some of the verbiage. I've had some excellent information provided from our membership, also through Kurt. Dennis knows Kurt, so got some good information for us there. I would just ask that we do really start taking a look at these things. And for staff, Zach, if you wouldn't mind passing this on to the rest of them. If you find ordinances or something where we do have some of these issues that you think could be addressed through rewording, please just identify those for us so we can then discuss them at the next meeting. That work okay?
Can you go into that further? I'm not quite sure I understand what you're getting at.
Well, one of the things I was discussing with the planning committee was the fact that sometimes we run into places where the ordinances conflict. And they might be through something not being stated, like we had with the drive-through, or in some cases, some of the ordinances seem to contradict themselves from page 1 to page 2. I'd like to start identifying some of these things and narrow down our question to these specifics. Now, Dennis and then also John had given me comments about the questions that we ask on the variance form. There's some very good information in there, but I haven't reached a conclusion from my personal side to present. But if you folks see anything,
So you're saying specifically on those variance questions? Or are you saying in the zoning ordinance in general?
I'm going to say zoning ordinance in general.
Okay.
But my specific first concern is the questions.
Yeah. So typically, as we see issues, we bring them up to the planning commission and work through those.
Good.
The public is always welcome to do that as well. So it's a never-ending battle. It's a living document, truly.
Right.
I was working on some stuff this afternoon from the planning commission on it, so I've got a lot more to come.
And I would offer, I don't want to speak for Zach, but I would venture to assume that to him, and this is what he does all day long,
Right.
so he might read it differently than we would. But to him, it may be clear cut, but to us, it may not be. So I would encourage all of us, actually, to read
Right.
through and
Right. No, definitely. Because I want the input, I want some good stuff to come out of what we're doing. I think that's one thing we can do for the city while we're at it. Okay. Any other comments? Would you just like me to shut up? Yeah. With that, ladies and gentlemen, ZBA for the 12th of January 2022 is adjourned.
thank you.
That's some kind of record?
20 minutes, no, 15?